At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
You're listening to the Retro Mo Podcast. I'm your host, Mo, and I love to play and review old video games and a few new games too. If you prefer to read instead of listen, check out my written reviews at retromo.substack.com. This episode, I'll be sharing my experience with Pocky and Rocky 2 for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, released in 1994. I've scored it 7 out of 10. A good game, more fantasy shooter action, with some good tweaks, some bad. Pocky and Rocky 2 is a fine sequel with some welcome tweaks, but also with some unwelcome tweaks. It's more or less the same core gameplay as the predecessor, though with a whole new set of stages, some new abilities, new companions, and some graphical improvements. Pocky and Rocky 2 carries the same charming Eastern fantasy theme, so if you're hungry for more of that, you'll enjoy the sequel as well. Unfortunately, some of the tweaks are not favorable. For whatever reason, they removed the slide ability from the game. I almost downgraded Pocky and Rocky 2 to a 6 just for that. But I still think 7 is a fair score due to some of the other improvements in Pocky and Rocky 2. I missed the slide mechanic a lot, though. I really enjoyed dodging projectiles in the first Pocky and Rocky by sliding all over the screen. So, Natsume, why? Why did they remove the slide? It seems they've updated the SWAT, or the block, ability. Just like in the first game, Pocky can swing her Gohei to block projectiles or to attack enemies, but the SWAT seems to do more damage in Pocky and Rocky 2. However, swatting stops your character from moving, and the increased use of the SWAT takes some fun out of the gameplay. I find it much more fun to be mobile, to run and slide around the screen, shooting at enemies on the go, rather than pausing every few seconds to SWAT. You can't play as Rocky in single player. Again, Natsume, why? But a co-op second player can control Rocky, or Rocky can be your AI-controlled companion, among many other new characters. You can, however, use magic to fuse and take control of your companion. Each companion has different special abilities. Also, instead of throwing bombs, you can just throw your companions, and this is actually really fun. Side note, if you throw Rocky, he turns into a giant Tanuki statue that is generously endowed with the traditional Tanuki sign of wealth and good fortune. In the interest of keeping these reviews rated E for everyone, I won't go into any detail here. Playing alone, the partner system is fine, but two-player co-op is a severely diminished experience in Pocky and Rocky 2. They basically ruined it. As the second player, all you can do is shoot and collect coins. There are significant portions of the game where co-op is disabled, like when you're riding Mad Dog and the Dragon. For some games, playing as the co-op partner is a bit like Little Brother mode, but in Pocky and Rocky 2, it's almost like handing someone a controller that's not even plugged in. Their contribution is so minimal in this game. The addition of coins and shops is nice, which adds a little strategy to the game, but they remove the variety of projectile upgrades, which removes key strategy from the game. The story cutscenes utilize the character sprites more often, instead of the beautiful anime-style pixel art from Pocky and Rocky 1. The soundtrack is fine, similar to Pocky and Rocky 1 soundtrack, but I think the original Pocky and Rocky soundtrack was a bit more memorable. As you can see, Pocky and Rocky 2 is a solid sequel with some fun new additions, but it's not without some disappointing changes. However, if you enjoyed the first Pocky and Rocky, you'll probably enjoy this follow-up too. If you're wanting a proper co-op experience though, I'd stick with Pocky and Rocky 1. Thanks for listening to the Retro Mo Podcast. As always, I do my best to keep all of my content spoiler-free and rated E for everyone. If you find this podcast enjoyable or helpful, tell a friend and consider giving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. If you have questions or comments, you can send an email to retromopodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. Godspeed.